Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nova Project. I'm your host, as ever, Purple Midnight 8. Good God, good start to the video. We can see where this is going. And today I am beginning to cover Borderlands 2, with all of its DLCs being separate ones. A game that holds a very special place in my heart for a variety of reasons. But I absolutely love it. I know it's weird that I'm covering the second one before I've covered the first and all of that stuff, but I've just finished wrapping this up. The DLCs have got a little bit longer, but the main game is all done. So, anyway, getting right into it. If you're not familiar with Borderlands, well, the film's coming out, what's the date? As recording in 4 days. I have mixed feelings about it, but I thought, hey, now's a good time to just jump in and do this now that it's finished as well. So, of course, it's the, I think they called it the original looter shooter. It's ideally a co-op based game, but you can play it solo like I did for most of it, because I ended up having to play the entire game on my own for an annoying reason, but here we are. Yeah, the main reason why I love this game so much is all of its humour, its gunplay, its absolute just silly nonsense, and its story is just so good. And who cannot hate/love Handsome Jack, the biggest prick in the galaxy, who still has yet to be beaten by any other sort of villain. Everyone else just sort of feels like a knockoff of Handsome Jack, and it's just a shame, really. You start off so strong with this antagonist, and then it's just like, how can you top it? And it just has yet to do so. But anyway, as I said, it's a looter shooter, so it's all like level-based combat. You've got to constantly be swapping your guns out as you're leveling up. You've got your skills, your badass tokens, which carry over between each character. So when I finally did the playthrough of this, I was just a little bit overpowered, to say the least. So, as I mentioned, the combat is really good. It's not too bloody, not too gory for the most part. Borderlands 3 definitely stepped up the gore, to say the least, because they started adding like dismemberment, like actual melting flesh and shit. It's pretty fucked, but it's pretty cool. This one, obviously, with its beloved art style of cel-shaded, which, well, if you see anything that's cel-shaded, the first thing, even if you've not heard of it, you go, oh, that looks a lot like Borderlands. Everyone just knows it looks... Everyone knows the look and the art style. It's almost like a comic. Oh, excuse me. But, forgive me, I've just gone completely blank there. So, the main reason I wanted to cover the game for the channel, as well as reviewing it, is because many of you may not be aware of my original co-host from years and years ago. He passed away in 2019. We played this game religiously. It would basically just be like True Vault Hunter mode over and over again, which, if you're not familiar, is just New Game Plus. We loved all the we loved all the characters, especially Tiny Tina. Obviously, we love Mr. Torg. It's sad that I wasn't able to fully complete the playthrough that me and him started together, but I'm glad that I was able to finally do his memory proud by being able to play the game and sort of help his legacy live on, that sort of thing. Doing the game that we bonded so much over and played, like I say, religiously. It's just a game where you can play it over and over again and enjoy yourself. The different classes help as well. They allow you to just play different styles and different characters. Admittedly, there are points in the game, especially one or two of the DLCs, just aren't really worth going back and replaying. But the main story itself and Tiny Tina's DLC we absolutely adored to pieces. The writing is superb, the gameplay is brilliant, all that good stuff. We also got to finish Borderlands 3. We weren't as big of a fan of the third one, but we still enjoyed ourselves. But Borderlands 2 is the best one, and you can fight me if you think otherwise. But yeah, we just loved it. so silly, it's so campy, the humour is so spot on. It's a good game, it's quite an easy game to pick up as well, so if you're new to sort of these style of games, it's not too difficult to pick up on. Because there's no real punishments if you die or anything. It's not like you're going to be stuck in an endless loop of just getting mauled over and over again, unless you go into an area that's obviously not your level. But yeah, that's about it I can say. Apologies I made this a little bit sad by bringing up my old co-host who passed away. But I had to address it for this video, because how could I not, in regards to the game that I'm covering. But it's really fun. Honestly, I know I would say usually go play the first one before you play a sequel, but realistically, I think just go play this one first and then work around the others, because this one's the best. And you can sue me again if you think that I'm wrong. But anyway, thank you ever so much for listening. I've been your host as ever, Permanent. Oh, I've completely forgot to mention that in the last one. Why are you getting involved, woman? Thanks for your pointless input that meant absolutely nothing, though. Anyway, after being rudely disturbed, I've been your host as ever, Permanent. You can find all of my links in the description down below. As well as hers as well, if you give a shit. Kidding, we do love each other mostly. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.